do you hope happens with everything today?
It feels so bad. We're talking about somebody I love on the other side. I just can't.
Anything you can tell us about what you're expecting?
It's a horrible place to be, but this is where we're at.
Christine Baumgartner's life seemed like a modern fairy tale, married to one of Hollywood's most legendary leading men, Kevin Costner. But in the blink of an eye, the fairy tale shattered into a million pieces, igniting a bitter public war. While the world was captivated by the courtroom drama, a secret story was unfolding behind closed doors. A story of heartbreak, betrayal, and a shocking new beginning that no one saw coming. For 18 years, Christine and Kevin were the picture of Hollywood royalty. They built a life in a breathtaking $145 million Santa Barbara compound, raising 3 beautiful children and gracing red carpets with an air of unshakable unity. Their love story, which began long before he became the Titan of Yellowstone, seemed immune to the pressures of fame. But beneath the polished surface, cracks were beginning to form, leading to a bombshell announcement in May 2023 that would unravel everything. The dream officially died when Christine filed for divorce, citing the cold, clinical term, irreconcilable differences. This wasn't an amicable split. It was the opening shot in a brutal legal war. The battle lines were drawn over their ironclad prenuptial agreement, which Christine's legal team began to challenge, arguing she signed it without fully understanding its implications. The conflict escalated when she was ordered by a judge to vacate their family home, a move that played out in humiliating public headlines and set a grim, combative tone for everything that would follow. At the heart of their bitter feud was a nasty showdown over money. The world was stunned when court documents revealed Christine was initially demanding an astronomical $248,000 per month in child support. Her lawyers itemized a life of extreme luxury, including private jets, lavish vacations, and even plastic surgery expenses, arguing the children were accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Costner's team fired back, accusing her of padding the request for her own personal benefit. The courtroom drama intensified until a judge delivered a stunning blow, slashing the amount to just over $63,000 a month, a public rebuke that added insult to injury. Just as the divorce drama reached its peak, a new name surfaced, sending shockwaves through their inner circle: Josh Connor. He wasn't some new Hollywood suitor. He was a successful financier, a divorced father, and, in a shocking twist, a close friend and neighbor of both Christine and Kevin. He was a man who had vacationed with the couple, whose children played with theirs. He was supposed to be a trusted friend, but he would soon become a central figure in this story of betrayal. What began as a supposed friendship quickly ignited into a full-blown romance, unveiled under the hot Hawaiian sun. In July 2023, while her divorce was still making headlines, Christine was photographed laughing and relaxing on a beach with Josh. The images were a bombshell, confirming the whispers that she had already moved on. To many, the speed of her new romance was shocking, but to Kevin Costner, it was reportedly something far more devastating. For Costner, this wasn't just his ex-wife finding new love. It was a profound betrayal. Reports surfaced that he was completely blindsided, feeling that Christine had turned to one of his own friends before their marriage was even officially over. The timeline became a source of intense speculation. Was this a new relationship, or had it been brewing in secret while she was still living under his roof? It was a question that hung in the air, adding a dark and personal layer to their public separation. In a move that seemed designed to make a powerful statement, Josh Connor proposed to Christine on a Santa Barbara beach in January 2025. It was a picture-perfect moment, a deliberate and romantic gesture that signaled to the world that she was not only moving on, but building a new life, completely separate from the Hollywood empire she once shared with Costner. For Christine, this engagement wasn't just a promise of marriage, it was a declaration of independence. On a beautiful October day, Christine and Josh exchanged vows at the exclusive Santa Ynez Ranch. The intimate ceremony, with just over 100 guests, was the complete opposite of the cold, harsh courtroom where she had spent the previous year. It was designed to be a celebration of new beginnings, a magical and heartfelt event that officially closed the door on her tumultuous past and embraced a future that was entirely her own. Christine's choice of attire spoke volumes. For the ceremony, she wore a breathtaking Mira Zwillinger gown, a classic and elegant choice symbolizing her commitment to this new chapter. But for the reception, she changed into a sleek, modern, and strapless white satin dress by Lee Hee Hod. The second dress was a statement of freedom, a symbol of a woman shedding her past and stepping into her own spotlight, confident and unrestrained. The wedding was the final, crucial step in creating a new reality. Both Christine's and Josh's children were not just present. They were integral parts of the ceremony, symbolizing the blending of their two families. It was the picture of domestic harmony, a carefully constructed image of a new, happy family unit, a sight that surely carried a complex sting for the man she'd left behind. So what truly caused the collapse of such a long-standing Hollywood marriage? Many insiders point to Costner's obsession with his work. It wasn't just his grueling schedule for the hit series Yellowstone, it was his all-consuming passion project, a 4-part Western epic called Horizon. Costner poured his own fortune and every ounce of his energy into the films, a creative ambition that allegedly left little room for his family. In the end, it seems he may have chosen his art over his marriage, but every story has two sides. From Christine's perspective, this wasn't a sudden betrayal, but a slow and painful drifting apart. She reportedly felt like a single parent, raising their children alone while her husband was emotionally and physically absent, lost in his cinematic worlds. Her new relationship wasn't an act of revenge, but an escape, a chance to find the partnership and emotional presence she felt had been missing for years. The contrast between these two chapters of her life could not be more stark. One year was defined by harsh legal filings, bitter accusations, and the cold, impersonal environment of a courtroom. The next was filled with the warmth of a new love, the joy of an intimate wedding, and the promise of a peaceful future. It was a complete and total transformation, played out for the world to see. Christine Baumgartner's journey from the wife of a superstar to a woman forging her own path is more than just celebrity gossip. It's a complex tale of love, loss, and reinvention. Was it a calculated betrayal or a desperate search for happiness? Perhaps it was both. Her story serves as a powerful reminder that behind the glamorous facade of Hollywood, life is just as messy, painful, and complicated as it is for everyone else, and that sometimes a fairy tale ending is only possible after the first storybook has been burned to the ground.